So I'm getting this message that someone thought that you would never get from under their spell. They had you under a spell. And I'm hearing like I'm hearing like sex magic or something like that. Love magic. No, it's sex magic. Someone had you under a sex magic spell. So they would seduce you to get you to do what they wanted you to do because they know that that is your kryptonite. So they would use their skills in the bedroom to have you bound to them. There's also something about you being very attracted to them physically, so that would already have you under a spell, and that's like a natural reaction that you have to someone that you are attracted to. But then they would manipulate you with their wand. Okay, I feel like many of you have come from under the spell though, or you're still fighting it. One or the other. I'm not sure which one. I see a bird and it keeps hopping from branch to branch. This person is promiscuous. They was having sexual relationship with multiple people, but they were holding you onto a string somehow. Maybe you agreed to in like an open relationship, but you didn't really want that. Somebody agreed to an open relationship or just accepted this person's ways, which is kind of agreeing, but you didn't really want that lifestyle. That's not really what you wanted. I just saw this person was lying. The Seven of Swords came out. So this person that you were dealing with was lying. They just lied about everything. And they just took your kindness for weakness. I think I was talking about this in the last video. They were taking your kindness for weakness, believing that you are into them so much that they could do anything they want and you're not going to go anywhere. See, this is the type of person that, okay, say for instance, someone says, I want to have a baby by you. I want to have a family. Then they're like, no, I don't want no kids. Like, I don't want no kids. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be held down. I just want to be living my life. I want to explore and I don't want no kids. And then that same person that wants the kids, they end up falling in love with someone else who is open to having children with them. And the person may be so in love with this person that wants to have kids, like your person. I feel like your person, a lot of the people that you're interested in actually want to have children, especially those who don't have any. But as soon as the person that wants to have kids ends up being divinely aligned to someone who is willing to have their child, even if they didn't have any intentions on having any more children, it makes them fall deeper in love with someone like you, because you are okay with giving them lineage, because they have to have a child to have lineage, to have a, you know, a bloodline. And that same person that said, oh no, I don't want no kids, I want to be free, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to hop on different poles and shafts to try them out and see how it goes. So that same person, if they realize that they can't get what they were receiving from the person who was giving, which is your person, and this is just an example, they'll now I want a kid, to try to hold on to the person. But anybody like that that's willing to switch up based off of realizing that they don't have a hold on someone, they're not going to be a good parent, because they don't really genuinely want the child. They're just using the child as a clutch. You got to be careful about those, because that's the one that's going to take the anger. Many people, not everybody, but many men and women, if they're angry at their ex or at the person that they had a child by, they'll take that anger out on the child. Or they just, they won't take care of the child at all because they never really wanted the child. They just did it trying to have a hold on the person. That's the energy I'm getting from this message. Like someone is really trying to hold on to someone. And this could be happening to you, where someone's trying to hold on to you. But it's for selfish reasons. It's not about love. It's not about love. It's like taking advantage of a kind person, someone who has good intentions. There's a lot of people that are in relationships right now that need to end because their heart is breaking more and more every day. And it's time for them to travel away towards individuals that actually love them, because it's like every day you're in a situation that you are not meant to be in, or that you've grown from. It puts a strain on your love. Your love that you have to give, it becomes like restricted. Because you want to love, but then it's like you fight with yourself because you're like, why am I loving someone that doesn't love me? Why? Did you guys ever have that moment in time when you was with someone and you recognize what you give and the energy you bring to the relationship, and their energy is just not even anywhere near your energy? Like you can't even match that? Well, that's why they shouldn't tap that. We talked about this before. Can you guys remember that message? If they don't match that, then they can't tap that. All right? All right. It's easy. It's even easy to remember. If they don't tap that, then I match that. Okay, let me see. I just saw the Temperance card almost fell out. So it's like, take your time. Take your time. Take your time with yourself, you know. And if you realize that you feel like you're fighting more than loving, you already know you at war in your own home. Or in your own body, at war trying to be with somebody that doesn't even respect you. No. Get away from them. They gotta go. I don't know if they're still around you, but they need to go, because they're stopping your growth, and I don't like that. And you shouldn't either. Yeah, wanna talk crazy to you, hold back, and then as soon as they see you, oh my goodness, the way that it just came out is so crazy. Because it's exactly what I said. Look. They trying to hold back. Look, it actually came out like this. Let me show you. They want to be rude and defensive and act like you're doing something wrong. And then when you start realizing what's going on and you're holding back with this Four of Pentacles, and you being stingy with your energy, right? And you being like sure and stable within self, and you like, nah, I'm walking away from you. Then they're like, oh no, let me do the right thing now. Let me try to come and give you what you wanted. But now, at this point, I don't want it no more. I don't want it no more. I'm not interested. See, that make me feel like that. Now, I see what you're doing. You manipulating the situation, aren't you? Because I could feel something. I could feel it. Don't play with me. See, the Justice came out. So now you get justice now, because this person playing with you. They're trying to play with your emotions. You ask them. It didn't even have to be a baby. Like, what if it's like, can we make this official? I just want to be with you. I don't want nobody else. No, not right now. I just want to party and bullshit. Party and bullshit. Party and bullshit. And bullshit. And then they're like, yeah, but we can still uck. We can still uck. We can still uck every day, every night. Yeah, we can still uck. You see? They don't want to make it serious, but they ready to get down. They ready to do that, right? But the thing is that they're doing that with you and everybody else too. See, that's the problem. Because do you really want that? I don't know. I don't think y'all do. I don't think you do. So that's the truth. They're trying to use their strategy on you, studying you so that they can lie to you. Let me study you. See, there's two ways someone can study someone. They can study them to love them, right? Or study them to lie to them in such a way where they'll believe it. So then they just start throwing lies and see what you accept. and then they just say whatever they want to say to you, and then put some sweet on top to make it look like it's like good for you, but it's really like caramel on a bad apple. Like the apple is rotten, but you just put some caramel on it so that nobody can see the rotten bruise on it, and then they want you to eat it. I don't think you should eat that. So then they leave you out on a cold, and then you praying to God for some guidance and some help. You holding your heart because your heart is broke. Then you have to show yourself some love and realize that, nah, I'm not doing this no more. I'm throwing you to the trash because that's where you want to be. And now I see I need someone who's just like me. Someone who I could call my family and who calls me their own as well. Someone who I can connect with. They could be my twin. We love and do the same things. And we love each other. Someone who's willing to give to me. I'll know that if something happened, they'll still be there. Like somebody who's loyal. Somebody who's not just going to leave me to just disintegrate. You know? Someone who's going to give to me just as much as I want to give to them. See, that's the right one. That is moving to calmer waters. That is wish fulfillment. That is tempered. And that is what you deserve. It's time for this treatment. Okay? Time for this emperor and empress treatment in lifestyle. Okay? An emperor cannot be with someone who lives like a peasant. A queen, an empress, cannot be with someone who lives like a peasant. Their ideologies are like a peasant, like something that crawls, you know, something that's very low. How can an emperor or empress be with someone who's so low in their vibration? It doesn't match. Remember, if they don't match that, then they can't tap that.